Really good to have you back with us, Professor. Tell us, how significant is this discovery? What does it mean?
Yes, it is very significant.
Well, something strange is reaching us from deep space. Every 2 hours, a pulse of radio waves ripples through the cosmos, baffling astronomers. Our next story explains how, after years of mystery, scientists have pinpointed the source, an object unlike anything seen before.
Significant. It is a way of producing radio waves that was being theorized but not exactly observed. So far, we have seen the mergers of neutron stars, even mergers of black holes recently, generating waves of gravitational waves, and that was a major discovery. But in this case, we are looking at, apparently, according to the models that I am examining, it looks like we have two stars which are the cores of dead stars, if you like. It's a white dwarf and a red dwarf star. The white dwarf is a core of a dead star, and the red dwarf is just a small star which happen to be in orbit around each other and generate a magnetic field which is very strong. The white dwarf has a very strong magnetic field, and they orbit in such an angle in the orbit that produces these radio waves that give the impression of, if you like, of intelligent signals, because these radio waves come very periodically and for 2 hours in duration, and they are very precise. So it's a very interesting discovery, and I think it's the first. I don't know. There are more prototypes, more samples of these pairs of stars, which is actually the two limits of what stellar evolution is. A very dense, very heavy star, which is the core of a dead star, which is the white dwarf, and then the red star, which is a normal star in a way, but very low mass. So it's a very low mass system that is generating these radio waves that was not seen before.
A cosmic heartbeat. A signal from the void. A rhythm that defies explanation. Every 2 hours, a pulse of radio waves echo across the vast expanse of the Milky Way. It is a persistent and perplexing enigma. For a decade, scientists have been baffled by these mysterious signals. Many wonder if it is an alien signal from an unknown world. Now, the veil of mystery is lifting, revealing an unprecedented source. Armed with advanced telescopes and boundless curiosity, astronomers have traced these rhythmic pulses to a binary star system. A celestial dance of two stars locked in a close embrace, approximately 1,600 light-years away. This system, comprised of a white dwarf and a red dwarf, generates radio waves as their magnetic fields collide during their rapid 125.5-minute orbit. This is not a typical fast radio burst. The intense fleeting blasts that originate from magnetars, this signal is slower, more deliberate, and a steady, repeating pulse. The discovery published in the Nature journal challenges existing theories about the origins of long-period radio bursts. Previously, these signals were attributed solely to neutron stars. This binary system, however, presents a new paradigm, suggesting that other celestial phenomena can produce similar emissions. The intricate dance of these two stars with interacting magnetic fields generates a unique radio signature, a cosmic fingerprint. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Also tonight, a deep space mystery has the international scientific community scratching their heads after astrophysicists intercepted radio signals coming from across the universe. It's the big question now, could this be an actual alien encounter? Astronomer Dr. Rebecca Allen joins me now to explain. Rebecca, what exactly has been heard?
So these radio bursts are very intense little spouts of radiation that come from, like you said, very far away in our universe. And they're actually what we think, astronomers believe, to be related to very energetic events such as exploding stars, or perhaps a remnant of a dead star that might be very close to a black hole. And what's amazing is that these bursts, often when they are recorded, they don't repeat. And what's so incredible about this discovery is it's only the second one of these radio bursts which has been found to repeat. And this is really important because when they repeat, we get more information about them, and therefore astronomers can trace back and try to understand what would cause something like this that likely traveled through its own galaxy and through our own galaxy and then caused a little blip on our radio telescope.
I should explain too, that vision we're seeing on the screen is the telescope that detected this. So on what you were saying then, is it, and pardon my ignorance, but is it like we see in the films where it's a regular transmission, a pattern, or that sound, is it an echo of some kind?
Yes, and I'm sure that upon hearing the news that radio signals had been detected, I guess some people might have been prematurely excited about the prospect of those signals coming from some other life form out there. But what are the implications of this discovery? Could it lead to perhaps us detecting signals coming from potential forms of life instead of those two dead stars?
Well, yes, we have a lot of programs already, the SETI program, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, and radio telescopes, very powerful radio telescopes, looking at the sky all the time, scanning for signals. So, yes, those are very powerful projects, and they haven't detected anything. There is a dead silence, a radio silence from that respect. And I must remember the first time the pulsar was discovered in the 1960s, the pulsar, which is a rotating neutron star in the end, it turned out to be, it was thought to be signals from extraterrestrial intelligence. They call it the little green man. Very famously, Jocelyn Bell Brunel got the signals. She was a student and she got the signals, and then she called them the little green man. And then, but they discovered other pulsars in other places, and that excitement came down by its own weight because we have so many other natural explanations. And I think we are now in the case of another natural explanation, these very mysterious signals.
And on a slightly different topic.
So what does that energetic force out there indicate to you?
So while I think that it would be so cool, if we're detecting some SETI or some extraterrestrial communication,